We are wide awake. 6 o'clock in the morning. And I did a great job cleaning. Shit. Yep, I sure did compared to the other picture. I'm so. And, yep, everything's clean. Yep, there you go. The thing is it's not sticky. The pool is not sticky. It's just that when it gets stuck in these things, and it's hard because it's all over. I can see the little yellow line there. Let me see. Let's see if I can wipe that out. Yeah, compared to earlier, it's a big difference. By doing this, I have to say that the PCA at the hospital, those are the people I really fond of. And I tell you why. I did the toilet. I cleaned it because I love my sister. Yeah. And I don't find it gross or anything. But the people who work at the hospital, can you imagine this is the kind of their job, day in, day out, every day. I have to admire those people. Those people really need to get paid well. $15 an hour is not going to cut it, and they need good benefit. And from when I was at the hospital, I learned that when they try to budget cut, they rotate these people on part-time basics, so these people cannot really get the benefit, and that's horrible. Because I tell you the truth, after my sister passed away, she would be the last one I would ever do this again to anybody. My love for her is so immensely. Other than that, even with Steven, okay, a man that I love dearly, I couldn't even wipe his butt. And that's the fact. So all that was done by the caregiver from the in-home support services. I couldn't even wipe his butt. And I slept with him, But with my sister, most people would feel it gross. I don't. I just want to make sure she was okay first. But because it was all over, I didn't want her to have an infection, so I shower her after I cleaned up a little bit. But it was pretty much all over the place with the toilet seat here. I am blessed to be able to do this for her. The evil people, what my main concern is now, they mess up so much with her medical records. I'm pretty sure they probably switched her blood works. And I tell you why. Because when the theophylline test, they try to divert my call and go to certain labs. I mean, these people have the connection. And with that kind of connection, it has to be a law enforcement background with all the contacts, honestly, somebody is doing, this is really a crime investigation now. This is not just, harassment and trying to bullshit that I am this, I am that. Not to mention the jealousy over the politics, election thing. I'm writing memos because I'm having fun because, while she's asleep, I can't start my business with these people. They're going to come and either steal from us. They even, one of the guy, I remember I blocked him before too, proudly posted the comment that they only steal from the people they don't like. But I'm not going to go there anymore. But the fact is that they have connection. No doubt about it. They have money, they have connection. They're hiding. They try to protect somebody who is committing a crime. And they try to divert it back to me, but then it keep coming back. But you know what? I couldn't care less about that part anymore. The part is that now I'm pretty sure they switched the blood work. Because I tell you why. In the past 8 years that she was hospitalized in and out, and even ER, never once she has problem with the red blood T cell was out of range. Always the white cell out of range. But the fact that the last blood report, the lab test, it showed that she has 56 on the white T cell count, and her red T cell was in jeopardized. Nobody called us. The pulmonary specialist already made it clear to me that she's only specialized in her lung. Anything else, she doesn't handling it. But at that time, it was the primary physician. Why was he so in a hurry to send the letter to end the services? He didn't even bother to call. As he tried to dodge the liabilities because he already know what's going on? Is he aware of it? He tried to send a letter ending the services as of July 31st, 2021. He didn't even bother to call to talk about thyroid tests, okay? Then the red T cell, he didn't even, normally primary physician should call the patient and send us the alarm. This guy here has a lot of, I don't know, I'm questionable here. The first time I saw him, he was nothing like that. But, like I say, my enemies, the one that treat me like enemies, the one that view me as enemies, this person, every time I have a good report with somebody, they want to make sure that they come in and block it, and then so that way I can just end up being rejected, being alone. It's like this person is very evil. I mean, this person here has the intention of really destroying me, no doubt about it. Because I think, now that I think about it, this individual life must be destroyed itself. I kind of have two ideas who it is. But the fact is that if they would have to gone this far to harm me, but now it's not harming me, they're actually attacking her because they know I love her. So they will hurt her because of me. And I begin to question the aspirin too. Because, all the research on the aspirin stuff suddenly is no longer shown on the internet. The CDC link is I couldn't even go on any of the link on the CDC. It's blocked. I mean, it's just stalled. One search on the quick search on the Call of the Pooh, it has probably like about 30 links on it show up. So the amount of people, these are criminals. I think these are the one who set up false cases against her and try to get all the bogus report, all the bogus manufacturer evidence. And this is criminal because if she die, they are the murderers. Or if I die, they are the murderers. Frankly, I don't really give a shit who they're representing when it comes to politics. For me, I do it for myself, for fun, and also for my own causes. I'm not there to compete with them. I couldn't care less about their paycheck. I'm pretty sure their paycheck's pretty well paid. So what the hell are they getting nervous or jealous with me for? So the fact is that they want to go after her. They actually want to kill her, basically. But they had to do it in a way that it doesn't look so obvious because look at her blood works, her blood tests, and not to mention about stealing medical identity theft. So we have a combination here with the authority are aware of the state actor who has conducted criminal activities, but look on the other way because they also retaliate against me. But for them to retaliate against me, this level of intensity, it tells me that they had to be set for something. So this individual maybe lost a prestige position of the job, or this individual commits so many crimes that he could be sitting in jail for a long time. So his wife, his partner, try to do the organized gang stalking to that's what they keep saying, the wife of the cops. Yeah, I remember I saw that a lot too, wife the cops. I like kind of like the kind of pin like something about she may not have a very sexy husband, blah blah blah, but she had, so it could be the wife of the cop's revenge. I don't know. So the wife of the cop could be from the guy with prestige positions that lost his job. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who really behind it, but yet I can also sense. But because unless you have the evidence in the that you can prove in the court of law, it's really hard to say it. But the way I organize, with God help, with the evidence that whatever I can, to kind of pinpoint towards who behind it, who were behind it. So, anyway, I pray to God. She looks fine. You see, she's not sleeping. She looks good. So I don't think Trent has any internal bleeding. How are you doing, honey? Your stomach okay? But I still have to call the doctor to make sure that she's okay. That she is okay. And I'm gonna make a decision to stop giving her that aspirin, the high doses. I don't think is feasible. I don't feel comfortable anymore. Now that suddenly the CDC, all the links that show the causes of high dosage of aspirin may cause the internal bleeding, suddenly all that's frozen. So yeah, beginning it was them retaliated. Then it was also people involved in it took advantage of the situation, used it for politics, and then corruptions, and then more retaliation towards try to build cases against me. This is why they do this, they do that, blah blah blah. This is why there's a Bonnie here with a pin say, don't play a victim anymore. Excuse me, you have anything to say or do, or you have a case, bring it. You know, just don't threaten me with a legal case and then talk with your bullshit. You know, there are enough evidence that the records, medical records, unless you people change it, you people took advantage of the primary physician that had passed away because he would be a great witness. After all, he cared for Trang for all those years. But he's not the only one. So, let me tell you something. You better clean up your mess and stop harassing us. Stop trying to abuse my sister. So far, I know that blood work was exchanged because I took care of her long enough that I can sense something is not right. I know that and then it's also your liabilities. You're liable for her, the last primary physician. It is his job to call me. They have all the paperwork that I was her caregiver and also the legal representative and also on the power attorney, power for healthcare. They should have contacted me and communicate with me, but they play so many games, send a letter to her directly, send to Santa Ana. So whoever in Santa Ana, whether it's the crooked cops, maybe it's the people who live behind the street that we used to live in. I actually pinpoint those address before. Of course, they got deleted in my memos, in my recording. But let me tell you something. If she died in the hand of the healthcare matter, it would make you guys are the murderer because you guys actually went beyond the games of your organized gang stalking here. Okay, just the gang stalking alone, right there, when one or two or more people make us uncomfortable, there you could already face jail with 10 years. So now, if you put her and jeopardize her health care with your bullshit, with your lack of care, of honesty, and put her in danger, then you, if she die, you end up being a murderer. So let me rephrase this again. This game has to stop. I don't care about your politics. Who I chose to support is none of your business. Right now, I like the Republican because I like the fact, the causes that I care. It has no specific particular to any politician. So I don't care who you try to promote. I don't care who you were working with, whether a politician with a Republican or a politician with the Democrat. It's none of my business. I just support the Republicans. I like them to be on board so that way we can have balance and power. That's my choice, my cause. I did not get paid to be a paid poster or whatsoever. Whatever your jealousy is, game up with your own work. You get paid for your job. So don't bullshit with me. Don't play game with me. Don't harass me anymore. And I know, if anything, you will hear this message. So stop your bullshit. If my sister died, guess what? You are a murderer. Remember that.